Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. One of our fans here has brought my attention to some remarks William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua made on Friday. All primary schools to get connected to internet by 2030. Ruto. President William Ruto said that all primary schools will get connected to the internet by 2030. Speaking on Friday at the World Children's Day 2022, the president said that access to the internet in schools is a challenge on the education system. Access to internet in schools remains a necessity to impart digital literacy to children to prepare them for the workplace and the future world of work, he said. That was William Ruto on Friday. He was promising that by 2030, primary schools will be having free internet. Let's have a look at what William Ruto, rather let's remind ourselves of what William Ruto said when he was campaigning for the presidency. That was in June. In June, Ruto pledged to connect Kenyans to a national internet grid. Many people are struggling to get bundles. You will no longer need bundles to make calls. Calls will be free, Ruto said. That's William Ruto in June when he was campaigning for the presidency. And he made it very clear to Kenyans that internet was going to be free. And I can still remember that very well. And I know Kenyans can still remember those words by William Ruto. He is now the president. He is promising that by 2030, primary schools will get free internet. So it's not now, it's 2030. And then some remarks by Rigathi Gachagua also caught my attention. 50% of Hustlers Fund is reserved for the women of Kenya. Even if it's not reserved, they will be the beneficiary of 70% of that fund. The women of Kenya are very hardworking and enterprising. They have very high integrity and they will take this money and pay back. DP Rigathi Gachagua. That's Rigathi Gachagua. In other words, Rigathi Gachagua is saying that this Hustlers Fund is meant for women. That's what Rigathi Gachagua is saying, but he's not brave to say that. When they were campaigning, they were saying that hustlers will be given money. They were to be moved from bottoms to up. They were not saying that it's only women hustlers. They were talking of hustlers. So you are seeing William Ruto promising free Wi-Fi. As the president, he has pushed now the promise to 2030. You are seeing Rigathi Gachagua also now just confirming that the Hustlers Fund is mainly meant for women. In this video, I want us to dig deep into those remarks by Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua to see what they mean politically. If you are watching us for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. The remarks by William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua are just a continuation of William Ruto's transgression against the pledges he made to Kenyans. He is making a U-turn on the things he promised to Kenyans. Because this is not the first time we are seeing William Ruto making a U-turn. William Ruto made it very clear that the high cost of living was because of the handshake, because of Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. As the president now, he seems to be admitting that Russia-Ukraine war has also contributed to the high cost of living. Ruto, when he was campaigning it, he made it very clear that immediately was to be sworn in as the president, cost of unga was to retail at 70 Kenya shillings per 2 kg pack. Right now, unga is retailing over 200 Kenya shillings. So you are seeing clearly a William Ruto that has been consistently not honoring or keeping his pledges to Kenyans. I'm seeing a very high possibility where William Ruto has totally ignored his manifesto, and Kenyans should now not even be optimistic of William Ruto fulfilling what he promised, or rather what is laid out in his manifesto. It's coming out clearly, he has thrown away the manifesto. He is not ruling based on the manifesto or the charters we saw him signing or the pledges he made to Kenyans. Kenya should now come to terms with that reality. Ruto is not ruling based on his manifesto. He seems to have thrown away that manifesto. That's the first thing coming out clearly. And then secondly, I won't be wrong to say that William Ruto has lost direction. That comes out very clearly. He has clearly lost direction. And just as I've been saying here, in a scale of 1 to 10, William Ruto most likely can poll between 0 to 2%. Total failure. William Ruto has totally failed in the 60 days he has been in power. I think I won't be too much harsh on William Ruto by saying that. It's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. And also, if you look at the kind of leaders who are elected, the mere fact that William Ruto is performing very dismally, and leaders are silent and quiet, and even some in Azimio are now saying that to bring development, we must work with the government, also just proves, beyond any reasonable doubt, that a good majority of these elected leaders are in politics for their own selfish and personal interests. They are not there to serve the people. Because at this time, leaders ought to be pushing William Ruto to deliver on the promises he made. Instead, we are seeing leaders worshipping him and saying they want to join him to bring development. If even his manifesto alone, he can't keep, which development will he now bring if you join him? So in other words, I'm trying to say that elected leaders should be brave enough to face and to confront the government, to tell the president when the president is going wrong, or rather where the president is making a blunder. Not just hero worshipping and actually massaging the president's ego. Elected leaders are meant to serve the people. And also from those remarks, ladies and gentlemen, I'm seeing a very likely scenario or possibility where William Ruto's government, and this is something I've always said here, William Ruto's government is going to pass out as one of the most unpopular governments since independence. If only in 60 days, William Ruto has made a U-turn on almost everything he said. As time goes by, William Ruto is most likely going to make more and more blunders. More and more blunders. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe. Give this video a like. To our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humble, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Any other person who want to support our channel, as always, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.